want to have a chat about video feedback, and obviously it's a area where I think many players don't really utilize, which you probably could quite readily and easily do nowadays, considering everyone has a mobile phone. And it's as simple as getting like your mate to go, hey, film me for a minute or 5, okay, while I go through the things that I do on the court. Because I think, again, I talked about that bubble that we all sort of, sometimes form a little bit of ourselves as a player. And it's one that's created, I guess, that because you don't really see yourself play. You always think you shoot like Steph Curry, right? You always think you dribble like Kyrie. But then when you get some video feedback, you might actually notice that your follow through is not as great as it is. Perhaps, your elbow's a little bit sticking out the side. Perhaps, you're not really, getting off the ground as much as, you could or should. In all different aspects, perhaps when you're dribbling, your eyes are always pointed to the ground. Okay. And I think this is a sort of situation where video feedback in a simplistic way, whether getting a mate, or get your mum or your dad to just film you for a few minutes in the driveway, just shooting around, or at the local park. And obviously then looking at your own game in that sort of way can really help you continue to find areas to improve. And I think, again, it's one that I think often is underutilized, considering today's day and age, and really could be used a bit more to help you take your game to another level.
Well, it's also that objective feedback. So, all right, we've heard the feedback from peers, from our coaches. All right, we don't like that feedback. Well, record yourself doing something that they've been talking about, and you might incidentally find that objectively on that screen right there and then, all right, they're right. I'm not putting my hand up on a closeout. I'm not holding my follow through. And then it kind of removes a bit of the emotion that can happen in feedback. Now, if you record yourself and everyone watches the video and says, dude, you aren't putting your hand up, and you're adamant you are, then you'll be on help. I'm not even going to lie to you at this point. If you deny video evidence that you're doing something that needs to be worked on, we can't help you. But if you are able to look at that video feedback, then fantastic. It's as simple as propping a camera up at home. A lot of kids have iPads. I think even schools, especially during remote learning, promoted a lot of this behavior during PE, like, online PE lessons. They got you to record yourself doing something. So you should be somewhat used to it at this point. Obviously, filming in a game is a little bit different. I know I'm personally, I feel like there's a bit of a desensitization towards public filming these days. I feel like we're all very quick to just start filming people, but there probably is some legalities behind that. Some clubs / stadiums might have rules about that, so just double check. But especially things such as your shooting form, where you're looking on those kind of things, that's all really important. And it's a stepping stone into watching film. So it's not done at many levels, but when you get to the higher levels, watching film is a big component of it. And picking up player tendencies before you ever actually physically play that player is a big component of video feedback. So definitely something to look at. There's a lot of great YouTube channels as well that do it. I'll plug 2, Thinking Basketball and B-Ball Breakdown, 2 coaches that do a really good job of freezing frame, talking about things, slowing it down. And also indirectly, it's not about you, but you're watching film basketball and maybe picking up some tricks or tips as well.
Look, watching film is a whole nother level, I think. But you're absolutely right. I think watching film, watching just short clips of yourself and all the other things we've talked about in this area about how good you are and how good you want to be ultimately, it's all part and parcel of the bigger picture. If each piece helps you just that little bit with your game, then you're on the right track to continue to getting better and better every single day.